Okay. Hey, what's happening, everyone? I am the Dragon God of Gaming and Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of, you guessed it, the gaming news, where I run out a list of all the gaming news, facts, rumors, trivias, and everything coming at the gaming industry this week. And today, we are going to be talking about Insomniac games. We know very well that I love the Spider-Man games, so let's just get cracking, shall we? So let's just get started. And I'll be also showing off some of my personal Spider-Man gameplay from my personal channel. So you guys can have a little bit of fun from me playing some of the other Spider-Man games. Anyway, enjoy. Anyway, this is coming from GameRant.com. And this episode is being written by, this page is being written by Edez Gunner or Gunner, I'm not sure, I'm sorry. And it says Insomniac is being given back the keys to one PlayStation classic and could be a recipe for success. So let's see if it is, shall we? Insomniac Games is widely regarded as one of the best, most prolific studios under Sony's first party umbrella. Even before it was acquired by PlayStation in 2019, the developer had fostered a close relationship with SIE and partnered up, Sony Interactive Entertainment. Sorry. And, that's what SIE stands for. So, yeah. And partnered up with the console manufacturer on many occasions since the inception of the two companies. Throughout the last few decades, Insomniac Games has had a near flawless track record when it comes to releasing high quality titles. From recent hits like Marvel's Spider-Man, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, to underrated classics like Sunset Overdrive, Resistance Fall of Man, and Stormland, the company has no shortage of acclaimed games in its catalog. I might just show off Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, I'll probably be showing off Ratchet and Clank. Before Insomniac started working on Marvel's IPs like Spider-Man and Wolverine, in addition to the Ratchet and Clank games, it created an iconic series that played a pivotal role in the company's history. The franchise in question was, of course, Spyro the Dragon, as one of the tentpole's exclusives for Sony's first PlayStation console. This series of acclaimed 3D platformers was immensely popular in the late 1990s and still beloved to this day. That being said, even though the franchise's last installment, 2018 Spyro Reignited Trilogy, which I'm currently playing, by the by, yes, was both a critical and commercial success, the Spyro IP is mostly dormant nowadays. However, if Insomniac Games was given the opportunity to revive Spyro and work on it again, the developer could take the series to all new heights. The long-running Spyro franchise got its start with the release of Spyro-Dragon on the PS1 in 1998, which was the second game Insomniac had ever made. Prior to this, the company's first title was an FPS called Disruptor, which sold so poorly that it almost went bankrupt at the release of the game. Because this title was such an immense failure, the future of Insomniac was essentially dependent on the success of Spyro the Dragon. Fortunately, the game ended up selling more than enough copies to save the company. Not only was the title met with widespread acclaim from critics, but it also sold upwards of 1 million units in North America alone by December 1999. Spyro the Dragon's success spawned two direct sequels developed by Insomniac Games. Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage and Spyro Year of the Dragon. The former was released in November of 1999 and the latter launched in October 2000. Both Ripto's Rage and Year of the Dragon were just as critically and commercially successful, if not more so, than their predecessor. In spite of this, YOTD ended up being the final, Year of the Dragon ended up being the third and final Spyro game by Insomniac, as the studio moved on to other titles like 2002's Ratchet and Clank. Afterward, the development of the franchise was shifted over to a multitude of other developers in the following years, including companies like Equinox Digital Entertainment, Chrome Studios, and Digital Eclipse. Though it has been decades since the company last developed a Spyro title, Insomniac's success with other 3D platformers like Ratchet and Clank for Sport proves that the studio still has a knack for making enjoyable family-friendly titles. As such, if Insomniac were to develop a new mainline Spyro game, then there's no doubt the company would provide a high-quality experience, one that could, in fact, restore the mainstream popularity a franchise once had during the PS1 generation. However, due to the Microsoft's recent acquisitions of Activision and Blizzard, and in turn the Spyro IP, it's very unlikely that a new Insomniac developed Spyro game will ever come to fruition. Even if Spyro remains fully multi-platform under the console manufacturer's control, the chances of Xbox and PlayStation collaborating on a video game together are incredibly slim. At this point, there are only two plausible ways Insomniac could ever work on a Spyro game. Either the studio becomes independent and departs from PlayStation, or Microsoft sells the IP to Sony. Sadly, even the two outcomes are pretty improbable, all things considered. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the caveat from a lot of things. We can't have good things because Xbox and PlayStation can't get a fucking along, which is basically total horseshit. In general, what I can say is that there's some things that, you know, mean more. And there is another thing that says Xbox partnership announcement could be teasing a new Spyro game. Hold on, let me read a little bit of this. A recent partnership from Xbox with Crash Bandicoot 4 Studios Toys for Bob could potentially be teasing a new Spyro the Dragon game, with rumors suggesting one is in development. The California-based studio has become a household name in gaming for its works on Skylanders, which wasn't that good, and the Crash Bandicoot franchise revival, which was fucking awesome. Anyway, developing both the Switch port of the Insane Trilogy and Crash Bandicoot 4: Choice of Bob has also assisted with several major Activision games, including multiple Call of Duty titles. Now, rumors are swirling that Spyro the Dragon may be the developer's next project. A new Spyro the Dragon game would be far from the first time Toys for Bob has worked with the iconic Pepper Dragon. Toys for Bob's first major breakthrough was with the Toys to Life Skylander franchise and bringing in Spyro as one of the series' chief mascots, which really didn't do anything with him. They basically planted him front and center and said, "This has Spyro in it." Really didn't use Spyro really at all. The studio also led development on 2019's Spyro Reignited trilogy, a compilation of remakes of the Spyro the Dragon trilogy from the original PlayStation. Now, Toys for Bob's new partnership may be hinting at more adventures to come for Spyro in the near future. That actually sounds pretty dope. And I should say this, that was written by Michael Brandon Ingram on the same site, which is GameRant.com under the header Xbox partnership announcement could be teasing a new Spyro game that actually could be pretty fucking cool. So I have to say I'll probably be linking both of them down in the description down below. And I do hope everyone enjoyed. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And thank you guys so much. I hope Spyro comes back. I really do hope Spyro comes back. So please, please, please God, let us have Spyro. I think Spyro needs to be back in the mainstream. Um, Jack and Daxter has already been in those spotlights. Ratchet and Clank has been revived to no end. Crash Bandicoot has had massive success for Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. I think they need to reignite. Let the pun definitely intended. Reignite Spyro Slimes. Please give us back Spyro the Dragon. Please, please give us back Spyro from the original trilogy. Give us regular Spyro. Please and thank you. No fighting mechanics. Just give us back the original Spyro. Please and thank you. I beg of you. Give us back Spyro 1, 2, and 3 Spyro. Not Dawn of the Dragon Spyro. If you get my drift. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, Year of the Dragon Spyro, not Dawn of the Dragon Spyro. Please and thank you. Anyway, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all. Thank you guys so much and hope everyone has a beautiful day. If you guys have not yet, go down in the description down below. There's all of our lovely and beautiful content creators. Go check them all out. They are a lovely bunch of coconuts, and I can guarantee you that if you guys like my stuff, you guys are going to like theirs, so go check them out. And also, while you're at it, go ahead and check out my personal YouTube channel where I do something like this every single day. There's no reason why you should not be clicking. And also, any of the Spyro games that I'm showing off, what's showing off is directly linked to that channel. So if you guys want to see the rest of the episode, by all means, go ahead and come check out my personal channel. Anyway, without further ado, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.